Hello and welcome to April. The 3Music Awards has been held. Organizers say they spent a whopping 6 million Ghana cedis on production that saw about 1,000 people execute the task. Last week, we were talking about our expectations. We were asking whether or not the expectations were met and what happens after here. Is it about time we took entertainment or arts and entertainment seriously, considering the fact that it can employ a number of people that can also, fetch the country some taxes. Later on, we'll focus on a rather absurd incident that happened over the weekend. A musician intentionally leaked a video of him taking a blowjob from a lady. Well, Nanea and Bhad are already laughing, but let's take a break. When we return, I'll introduce them properly. It's Bloggers Forum on Ghana Web TV. My name is Benefo Boabin Abrantipa. Welcome back. It's Bloggers Forum on Ghana Web TV. Vida Edichumwa Boatin is a columnist. Vida, welcome.
Thank you.
Nanea Redu, aka Nanea 18, is with oneplayafrica.com. Sister Fia Danfo. Nana, welcome. Sister Fia Bleedy. Well, let's take the tidbits. What's happening in the world of showbiz? Ama Bruni is on standby with Nkomo.
Niana misena wotwi bia me fa to me ho so. Ade Nkomo e course wo showbiz industry nyina bebrem. Nanso na wotwi. Eye saa na wotwi nsem akoso no abro me so. Hey, ensem. Mama ntwa ye hu bra sese ane embeto Nkomo no so. Me kai pa se me ka che mebusuafo se mpese me go into acting, mpese me be ye actress. O ma mpene so, but na wotwi nsem bi eye movie producer Ola Michael de abetudwa na mama ti ase ne nti a woka se wo mpene. Ola trema eye movie industry wo your bia na wo pese wo pe road ya. Yemfa we chinka from beji road ye koso de bia. Ola Michael trema eye mia na wo movie industry no dodro nara. 70% of producers and one da ansa na one ma won ai o se wo bo won todwe nti wo hu obi wo TV so na ye say we kwakoje ru na edwuma na wo wan se producers wo we chi be ka fam ansa na wa peru nti se wo ye wa adwen se wo be ba movie industry na e say wo sake wa adwen e na big akwes asem ne yampo de bia wo dwem ma won sa ola na eka na wo twi bia jase nsem koso na manfo Nkomo ayedusi mi po mi hade hu be bia mi mfenfi American rappers. She say Bhad, one mo be kai na akatafo. Akasa boys no. Omumu ba ko Bhad. Onu ndo say I don't talk much, I just show action. Na what we action be a we show was Snapchat no work ka. Bhad onu ankasa to no boase. Show video bi a obi bi ma na 3. Be bi say 3 na ye den. Onti ase be kire mama. BJ blowjob aye nkasa nche hu bebri Bhad na che say onu ankasa ni pemu afa ni phone wa record ge bia wa boniti braids pink na sister say wo bo ti pink na wo twi de bia fa waso bi a hwehwe girl no do you say ti no wo pink braids akosan say na waka say una na ma Bhad 3 na ye Bhad release video na nkofo kaka so oje na say ya wo sha say nyina ye di wechi na wo dance aso ben ye di binum se fame na for front binum so mama no kwan 1 day 2 days bi atwema no behu say o pe trend na Ghana ha de be so behu ani say ye jaw na aka nko a nti Bhad o se san brebium na mfari hwio no asan so control what Twitter say I have sex when I want to distress and also ya kasa ben mo sorry mo didi organizers atem ye pa say Ghana Music Awards ni na ye one way so mo di mani ahu ne ye course me de atwem aye 3Music Awards na me kan wasem just a Ghana fu nyina mo entertainment industry obi abo organizers ya baso so wan ya ade ankasa mo ankasa mo hu performance e course mo se na wo hye show Ghana fu se na ma ye na so wani ankasa na se na abaso ba no koso e wo 3Music Awards no organizer of the show Sadiq Abdullah wa betwema take ni per 1,000 to pull off that show to show na mo hu na mo kanfo na dwuma course ankasa na yimu na Sadiq aba betwere mu se ska wodi share awards ni mu 6 million Ghana cedis ska ne bi wo man kasa 6 million Ghana cedis na say yes convert 6 million Ghana cedis $dollars ma $1 million and over coins kakra kan ska ni bi na Victoria Hama na nko sanko nya ko be ko politics no na ye de 3Music no mo de ye yo nti mo amuka se pu show no e course ye no oh ska ko man kasa yes sadi go se wa bo humode nya nipa be ya na wa ye na amanfo se mo amunim Ghana fo e fe na ya be compare and contrast wo chiri ma we raise ba no nti wo anwa aka no mo hwe na ye da mani mo ye mahede mama yen to aso eye xylophone music omo sign eye rapper obibini onu so na de nsem bebre aba betudwa oche meduro bi anka dem Ghana ha record label bi ani we betumi a compare won to xylophone music bibini trema ordinary to fem Ghana ha ya we record label bi ani wa betumi de ne ho a compare to xylophone music nti ono de obekoso atena hono onye ready say okwa sign to any label bia hono ma no betina de aye na adwuma so wo Ghana ha de em say what say nkofo taka se ubua nipa aye je receipt eye DK comedian no den se bia betudwa o chema Jackie o start ya ye nyina na ye share u post ye promote you but na say ya u je fame ni de ase o comment o post about you on reply no no dey on tiase because one na e shasi ye na ye promote nti busy ben ya na waye dike bi krampo chirema o followers chem ntumi nkan che ni se o e oversight hu ye bia waye busy e bi de we se share sa ade na se kra na obe posti sansem na binu so akeka so dike bi aya akwa ye se wo ni page receipt wow supporting it very best obi ehu se wo supporting no na ko bi se o woni dike bi ya adwen cause Jackie untimi baba ye se bia hu se dike bi e posti wa na se na wa kwa comment wo se sade de mfa mbakra wo na wo start ye na ye support you nti hu so bia cho bibia bo modern na reply but why be no reply to all list of people I am mama girl ni pressure sa se sia na oba mama ye so no so kakra na mo ye sa Fancy Van Dam and Odin Sembia Betudra o chema Ghana fumunya reshim by 2022 obeje Grammys ama Ghana na se wenje Grammy by 2022 ene enum no wejai onbo nwom biom papi kodwo asema o kanene na eye interview ya papi koyi na wobisa ni so papi akwaye se nwom profane wo mu ase enyansa se de nim se na papi kodwo se hifa onno Fancy Van Dam rapper bang na Ghana ha so betumi de no ha toto no e ba lyrics a nsema nyansa wo mu o se mo amunkotie ni aboni wan na wayi no ma wa hye da hye ma se da mo beka se ne nwom sense bi ni o se mo amu ye kasa asem ni na ono mo nya adwen cause ono de obo ne homode ne nwom bi o de betudwe bia you draws ni ade ni nyina nyansa wo papi kodwo na ese so wa wuze na wotwi nkomo ya hyehya mamo didi so na mama ye ntu aso se Ghana ha se ye ba krom ha se kwakwaye se eyo mo amabo wiase nwom asa mo atra be careful se ubehwa ne kakra ne na piercing kakra ochina dreadlocks kakra ochina say ni say nenum na ye Kwame Eugene reigning VGM artist of the year odi akirima ono pa so be piercing anaso be tattoo de ontumi nyo na Kwame Eugene say eye ne maame ore mpene mane nkoye tattoo no piercing ochima ye ne maame ene ya obetumi abaka se sa ye ni hairstyle na waye na nkofo say na dende mo na musi o se sa hairstyle na ewo ni tisu ene ya na betumi aka che ni so nkoyi onye bi nka na obeya ni so obekọ na akwakosan so ochima ne maame nti tattoo ni piercing ne efa nkosi no no de ontumi nye akanfo bu baby say wodi wo ma woni jaw wa watida na backing vocalist Ghana ha say ye kan wa wo ye pioneers na ama wa ye dwuma be say 40 years and over ochirema omo awbo awon aye artist on wa ye dwuma ide okọ no ka so o person won collaborate for project bia wo decline offer wo say want me ni edwuma na wo man excuse kwabra fa yin kosu gbo hu na akwakogu na ma kire wa akwakogu aye Ghana na artist fu bebre so aka mama ye nya enum ba ko na mfa ye mfa ma Ghana fu no mfo ntwa won ase bede bi okwa na stories na kwabra gbo hu ane se wo de afa ni ase nkosi hwe na ma yin so woni nkofo bra ye edwuma Lord Kenya odwafo asoma je say make kan de be che man asa nti ko asem na ebisansa na mo ye na amasa na watching them some de bebre but mama yam born tofa na yefa Juliet Ibrahim same we sorry so Juliet Trema ye Ghanaian actress Ghana from me na me am wo krom ase mo value mo kakra adey o se mo set boundaries ma mo mo hwe na wo relationship na ware bi mu na onipa ne manipulate e na ode wo fa ha emotional abuse torture na ade na sorry film na ko na value ho kakra cause e na ansem e na obeti na obi akwakokum obi e na obeti awon aboro bi e na ekosi hifa nti mo fa eyibubi entum ho so kakra wo hwe na enko ya sorry keke na ko sorry ko Julius is a motion and sha, moon sorry na munko. Nti I am a body, Miss Masoria, Commissoria, Quabrantepa, so Munatias.
Thank you, Ama Bruni, for the tidbits and Komo and 70 dear. Let me begin with Nana Yao. Nana, Diania Deco.
Yes, 70% of Ghanaian movie producers sleep with ladies before giving them roles. Ola Michael.
Yeah.
I don't know how, or I don't know what his motive was when he was making such a comment. And I don't know if he thought about the end result of what he said. Because we are in an industry where already that perception is so high, to the extent that some people stand on that angle and don't want to help young people, especially women with talent. Because Ochinebi so be who say many viral now, na me tene care more of a phone afra branch pass oh sin na yasa vichu viral. Because the perception out there is that 70% of the people in the art in the movie industry sleep with ladies. Ola is a producer. Is he part of the 70%? Or he's not part? Or we be or we because we know his movies. In the moment or my age, you understand? I feel that when we in the art industry make such comments, it goes to undermine all our hard work. You understand? Because for instance, somebody might see this comment or might watch this show and hear that, and we see a certain Jackie appear or an Agiabuari and conclude that all her hard work is nothing because somebody probably had his way with her.
Is it not possible that she is part of the minority, the 30%?
Yeah, but you cannot tell people what the 30% are. You can't tell people what to think.
Are we not to let the people know the reality? That
yes,
if indeed this is what happens?
I heard such open comments in our industry. You see, you should say that me Ola Michael, me ne asimasi yejuma me no, me ne vare me no, me ne me. Then obi tia, because you see, yeah industry no is such that they kind of quite chile, but no quite chile in papa no. Especially in our side. Obi te or to mo, or fact if you ko baby. Or say 70% of a member no regular guests no more a moving make me see was see that can be one two. When the team ko baby a na bia na wife no say oh me baby person acting. I say that be acting then yet. I say member no omo we man no. Or say when you radio so who TV. What am I saying? If you are pinpointing, say okay, producer A, meaning say one asimesiada. Only asimesiada. Say the buyer one more makano. We can leave them out of the conversation. Right now you are undermining a lot of hard work from these ladies.
What if it was said to let those in the industry know, say, this is a bad practice which we need to put a stop to because it is undermining our craft, and people who would actually want to be in the entertainment industry but will not want to give themselves away to the producers, you know, they are venturing into other stuff.
I have monitored how the Legon incident, the BBC coverage of the sexual thing came about. After the whole expose, I followed it a bit to see what happened to the said lecturers who did that. My age close to like 17 years. I'm yet to see somebody come out and pinpoint say Nana Yao ni asimesi yejmo ono no die. Every day that is what is being said. Every day that is what is being. It's like a speculation that we are trying to force it to become a norm. You get what I'm trying to say? Say what you have at a pass what you say when I invited by the bar. I should assume that about a part amount no my more bloggers from or be half of them there worry because when we are more opportunity. Do you see the like how you devalue the hard work of the women that we have in our industry? I hate such comments with my heart. It disgusts me because see, I know how women work hard in our industry. Already the industry has been male dominated. Or bad born home when they can cry and I say Bema can want to shiny. Are you kidding me?
Are you
telling me say Mama no money boy? You know how brilliant some of the women in our industry are? Me, I do sales for talent, I manage talent, I I listen to how some of them share ideas on what they want to do. And man, especially, is very beautiful. Even this morning, I had a conversation with one lady from Xylophone. She's a video vixen, and I was listening to the ideas that the girl was sharing. Are you saying that if that girl should achieve that idea until say Bema didn't in one can and a bit more achieve beside the nana? You don't have to do that. See, not just the immediate crop of young, successful women in our arts industry. Let's go back. Are you saying that from Mami Dokuno, Grace Norte, all these great female actors that we've seen, their time? I mean, come on, if it was wrong, somebody would just come out and say, say, like it would have come out a long time. What am I saying? Women don't need men to be successful in our industry. We should stop making them feel like they need a man to touch them. They need a man. No. Me, I don't sign up for that nonsense. You understand?
Wanda.
Rantipa.
I mean,
I also touch on the topic that I have selected. I mean, let's not get it wrong. It's okay if you find your partner on a movie set. Nobody stops you from doing that. But then when you make it a condition that until you go naked before I can give you a job, it makes it look as if the talent and the creative work alone is not enough to push you forward. And well, the ladies also give in most of the time because of the pressure of becoming a star. And who checks who? I mean, at the end of the day, the producer has the ultimate power and the lady has to, succumb to it. So when you go, it's as a result of that, when these ladies go for interviews, they're always asked, okay, now you should want a tomao, because we know that a CD costs about 5 CDs on the streets. So if you should sell even 1 million copies, of which not all the money comes to you, how were you able to, push through? So most of these celebrities are forced to kind of show the world their side job. Some people would love to keep it secret, but because of these questions, they have to show that maybe I sell sachet water on the side, or I'm into real estate and all that. I mean, it's not helpful. And I think they have a producers association. Is it 5
There's 5-pack.
Yeah, 5-pack should call. I mean, no matter how bad you feel, no matter how bad you feel, that's the only
there's 5-pack, there's
that
Actors Guild.
Yeah, they should call Ola to. It's better than nothing, really, but they should call Ola to order. Now, Kwame Eugene say on tattoo on wear earring. Monkan channel say puawa na esi na pampa munchucha.
Or say or my main pua.
Mommy, I'm appealing to you. Obanu puawa na odi esi na pampa mu for scissors na chucha.
Aden.
They be abon in chire na chire pampa mu. Unya ready so be rasta pitin utina. Etua oza ayede.
Enyo
fatano na I mean or the post be beto ho say mon hwe ne hairstyles na start obi choose man. Kona ko hwem hwe se nipa san ne cars won fa sa ade ne ntua na pampe man. Ye nyina ye nim say eye artificial. Ebi mo starting nkete sa no abeye rasta no. Ye ma akrekosan salon na ye gi ye ho gina na etrebo. Ebe gusua emu futro uso adwuma wo ye fifire adwuma. Uhwihwi si ha uhwihwi si ha. De bia na tiri kusu sa adan.
Oba ohuru.
Yesi ma enwuma na ndi no. Chale ma me fa scissors. Nesro ode no ho aba wasan be bosu biem. Twitwane enkoye baby. Na no enka chorus no.
So let's take a break.
Asema nkamin pasa bimba. Asema ba na kan na. See.
Enye chini enye fe kasaka. De bia kusu. Unsu asani mama from FM. Enjoy.
Bada. So I'm reading. So only ninti you.
Me ninti de mi hu na make.
So only ninti. Every artist has an image that they want to keep. And when he did the hair, you can see that anytime he comes into the public eye and on social media, that's the kind of hair that people recognize him with. So maybe he feels like every time I have to make an appearance somewhere, I need to go back to that. But I know in Chile say what the real, what am I saying? Or the same hair? No. And what he said was, no, people shouldn't be surprised if one morning we wake up and he has changed the hairstyle because the mother can just come and cut it off. And because of the mother, it's not only me piercing, it's not only me tattoos. Because of the mama, okay. I feel that we should allow artists to be themselves. listen, Obiani, what they go through. Kwame Eugene is at his age, whatever he's doing, we have to allow him to be his age.
Oh, yeah,
if we force him, like he makes certain comments, he takes certain actions, and people feel like Kwame, what's up? Yes, sir. Kwame,
yeah, shine so yeah, you consuming music and image. No, I one way to do.
It wants to sound. But say,
how many?
Let's say, even if it's one way, we know.
Check it now. Then you post.
We know artists who have had one hairstyle for very long time.
But Stone Boy, for instance, to me, twisting. Oh yeah, where the need is in a bamboo.
But right from the time that is all
the same. To be a fade, no say ne kakra no so timi to be na Kelsey kakra my baby appealing to the eyes.
I think Bhad
because your producer can put the hairstyle on. Gusu say say if a like crowd no
ebi no nye ni style ni say like
say ni ma me pair me say ni ma me bi ohunu from me angler so me hu no say na me pair me can say mo munye rasta you can do. I mean there are lots of people who a lot of hairstyles but pim na si ho say no him adai
no it's not fair to Kwame because
it's not fair say
it's not
okay
stone.
Under 1 minute
Kwame is not stone. If Stone Boy decides to
trim his hair
and do the whatever, that is Stone. Kwame, that is the hairstyle he wants to keep. We can't sit here and say that he doesn't keep his hair, what am I saying, clean. We can't sit here and say that. And the hair has nothing to do with the music. What am I saying? Because there are artists who it took them over 10 years to reveal their faces.
The hair is not part of the music, but headline is the same. The headline is talking about piercings and hairstyle.
Yes.
Yeah, but I am discussing verses.
No, but
I am discussing book. Yes, hair, tattoo. And see, that's what I'm talking about.
But you went up.
We didn't come to analyze his music.
He said,
analyzing. You said tattoo ni hair, and that's what we are commenting on. It took us it doesn't affect the music. As if sending you at the one and me discrediting you because of the hair. No, today's topic is tattoos and his hair.
Nana conclude under 1 minute.
I feel that the boy was making a statement to let you know how he reverenced his mom by saying that I can't do tattoos, I can't pierce because of how I respect my mother. What am I saying? And if you have an issue with the hair, like he said himself, don't be surprised that one morning you will see me and I don't have the hair because my mother can just come and cut it.
Okay.
What am I saying? You shouldn't make it look like on keeping ye and patano. No. Obiani the way of person.
Obiani it is.
Yes.
So we don't have.
On that note, we take a break. Any background accommodate. When we return, we'll delve into the 3Music Awards. Were your expectations met? Moving on from here, what do we do to ensure that the arts moves to a higher pedestal? It's Bloggers Forum on Ghana Web TV. Welcome back. It's Bloggers Forum on Ghana Web TV. My guests are still with me. Naneo 18 is with OnePlayAfrica.com. Vida Duchumuabuatin, it's a columnist. Now, the 3Music Awards came off over the weekend, and Kidi was crowned the Artist of the Year. Group of the Year went to Dead People, and then Breakthrough Act of the Year went to Mr. Drew, with Stone Boy taking the Album of the Year, which was a technical award. Kidi also won the EP of the year with his Blue EP. And you know was on the fine part, come. Now, we'll do the winners later. I mean, we'll touch on it, but I just want us to, take comments from my guests, how they saw the show, their assessment of the show. Let me begin with Academy member.
Bhutan, ordinaire, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Vida!
Vida, you went to the concern.
I don't know who. I wish Seka share with you so that I can tell you the Efie version and the venue version.
You were the
yes, I was
backstage and I say
backstage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chief protocol.
That night, I think there were 2 other awards going on. Entertainment Achievers the golden age.
Golden age.
So Nkrumah is busy, you know, everybody, you wouldn't know where to watch, people shuffle because most of the performers here were also on the other platforms as well. But looking at internet-wise, virtual, how people receive the comments, Twitter, I think it was trending throughout the whole night, and kudos to Omar Mushen who were reacting also. In all, no, I think it was excellent. I mean, yeah, 3Music executed show, no, yeah, and I'm not surprised to hear Sadiq say over 1,000 people. I think it's even more. Over 1,000 people worked on the project from the academy, from the board, from the reps in the regions, the technical people, those who put up the sets, the performance, even down to the catering. I mean, it was quite a lot of people. And the intriguing me most, was the performances. I mean, it will be hard to choose which of them are a top in night, the medical one, the Osibisa tribute, the Jackie, the which one again? The
gospel people.
The gospel people.
Yeah.
You know, this
Hamilton
Sam. I mean, Charlie, the flex.
The concert performance.
It wasn't easy. I mean, I've heard people say, were they performances or music videos? I mean, if you say that, no, I mean, I'll be brave because you know, it's a virtual show. Most of it, no, yeah, prepare and sana your money back stage.
Yeah.
And I don't think music videos, no, but artists, no voice over ABI recording now while you know throughout the performance. It doesn't work like that. I mean, the logistics on Put It Through was over the top, and for me, I really enjoyed myself.
Okay. Yeah. Nana, I saw you present an award.
Sir?
Yeah.
My goodness. You saw me present an award?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Thank God. I saw by the chief protocol officer.
Yeah.
Other people, please sit there. But bad boy, Juma. Now I'm going to see that I'm on one seat, I'm the one seat for cup of tea.
Okay.
But I think, sir, 3Music Awards, me, Nanaya, as I said, I wasn't over surprised because I've said it here before that some of us in a certain circle, the kind of conversations we have when we meet ourselves, the kind of thoughts, leadership combos we have, and the things we want to do, and the things we have done in our catalog, when we bring into the forefront, it will change a lot in the industry, and that is what Ghanaians saw. So for the majority who don't know the team or the guys, we call them the newest boy band in town. They are the ones that are shouting, and I'm happy that they are shouting. This is what I see from the event. It tells every young person in our country that it's possible to change the narrative if you want to. It gives us hope that the future is brighter than we thought it was, you know. And if we put our minds to it, we will be able to do more. Our industry can grow when young people with ideas and young people with knowledge, not just ideas, but the knowledge to achieve it, are given the opportunity. And that's what you saw. You understand? Let me do an example. I said this to my team in the office that when people watch the BETs and then the Grammys, the comment that are passed is similar to what you saw from the
3Music
commentary that happened on social media when it was happening. Why? Because the section of us that appreciate that kind of hard work, unfortunately, we are the less in the bigger picture. The endorsement. You understand?
Yeah.
So if we make the noise more, those who are the late adopters, those who take time to adjust or change their ways, will feel the heat and they will also change. If you watched the BET virtual concert last year, the 2021, you can tell that there's a certain thinking that went through the 3Music Awards to try and push us to all think like that.
Yeah.
Because that is where we all have to go. You understand? And if you really watch the Grammys, that happened earlier on in the year, this March, where Burna Boy won the award for the best global album. It's similar. The performances, the lighting, the stage, you understand? Even the award presentations, what you have to go and say, the production for television, the production for the events grounds were all considered so that there's a proper blend. So I feel that for me, there wasn't too much surprise. I was happy that one of us has been able to do what has to be done so that we can all tilt towards that side. I'm praying that in the near future, this level can be maintained, and then corporate sponsorship and support will come in, and when they come in, they will allow them to still have their creative room. Because when the CEO was talking about the awards, you see all the sponsors he was mentioning, he couldn't affirm anyone as a major sponsor. Yes. It tells you that they were doing it from their hearts and from their own pockets. Now, corporate bodies will see that beauty and come on board and want to place corporatism on their awards and reduce the level of creativity. That's my saying. If that happens, we might not be able to get what we saw at the 2021 3Music Awards. But for me, I think that they did well performances wise. And let me speak out the performances. It's not a music video. I've seen people's comments like it's not a music video. Let me do some medication. When you watch a music video, like let's take a song by Jackie. Go and listen to the song that Jackie released, the Forever song, and play the performance that was done.
It's different.
It's different. You know why?
Yeah,
because every song was rearranged
for the show.
Production. There was a music director, an engineer who rearranged from the medical song like also even some of the chords and keys were different. A typical example is Nani Champon's performance. All those who know the song Nani Champon performed cannot tell us that it's the same song you know out there. So it is not a music video
at all. And
even the gospel artists even showed us that the performances were recorded. What am I saying? The recorded performances, no. You get me?
Yeah.
Then I met in performance, if a Grace, Kobe, you could feel like
the live instrument.
Yes, you could feel. Everybody was even at the point people were even hyping one drama in the dancehall block. The drummer who played.
The drummer they may feeling
exactly.
So if
it wasn't a performance, how are you praising a drummer? If it was do you praise a director for music video? Come on, it's performance. It's not feeling it, you know what I'm saying? Feeling energy. So it's new in our system. I remember I said the evening before the show, we had a sit down with Abu on One Play Africa for a channel in essay, and then he made a comment, and then I was like, yo, we have to project this side. We as Ghanaians, right? We don't want to accept anything new that comes to our table easily. Why am I saying that? Even the stage that he did you see the stage?
Yes.
If it tells you the number of people,
it was a very nice stage.
Yeah, but people were coming at him because
they wanted to see the usual stage.
Yes, because to Obino, it is not now being drew what you said. The bit here he be saying. Into why you know it's too. As I was showman to the extent that I was able to back on to his level. And I say this, right, even the artists, I want to praise all the artists because for them to even understand that you have to rearrange your songs. Because I know some artists in the competition that in the beginning were a bit,
and they submitted it in time also for the performance. And after the recording, they were all reviewed to know, said this is what the performance should look like, and you my opinion. And they produced it. So, and Didosi was also making a comment that is a music video.
No, it's not a music video.
And he doesn't understand why you see a medical in front of a store, and the next moment he enters a bus. So they didn't show us the transition.
The transition.
So because of that, is a music video.
Let's
Especially the pregnant woman. Yes, well, 9 months later,
So I think that we have to do some education here. Listen, in every well-produced event, you will not hear a sound the same way you know it. Please. I did the same thing for Mace Bell at 10 concerts, and people came for me. All the songs Mace Bell performed, we rearranged it. We even infused artists. I think Double did a song with Mace Bell, we brought Miss B, we brought Edem, and people were like, oh, you know, and just send you a thing radio song. And then events na baba. And they bought the same So when I did not jam channel or practice our comments. What am I saying? It's unfortunate.
Also, he's already passed that comment with you, and he passed it again on the music.
Okay.
Then they saw demand than
so away from that, Nania made a comment about sponsorship, saying there wasn't any title sponsor, and when sponsors come in, that's when they begin to limit creativity and all of that.
Yeah.
Of course, we all want the best for the scheme. We want sponsors to come on board. How can organizers ensure that the creativity is not missing when sponsors come on board?
I mean, if you know someone like Sadiq, there's no way that he will compromise on quality, creative work just because you want to put money in. He's done this the 4th time, and for all the 4 times that you saw the performances and the actual show, it was without any major sponsor, and he was able to pull it through. So you being a sponsor coming on board, I'm sure by now you will know the kind of creative thinking that these people have, and you wouldn't even dare or attempt to suppress it. Yes. So basically, it will be hard for me. I feel it will be hard for Sadiq to compromise on anything just because we need money to push it. I mean, he's done it for you to see, so he's capable. Just leave the money with him and see what he produces for you. If it comes out to be something that you do not like and you want to pull out, you are at liberty to do so. But to come in and to, gag them to go a certain way, for Sadiq and his guys, I'm sure it'll be very tough for any sponsor to do so.
Nana, let me take your submission on that.
See, I foresee a change in thinking in the future, not now, for 3Music Awards in terms of the events delivery. I foresee a better event at a less cost. I say this with an example. Last year, when they did their virtual, remember, they made a lot of mistakes on television. This year, did you watch the show from home? Could you count the mistakes?
A few.
Thank you.
The playbacks were
So,
not working.
The more mistakes now solve it. Now we get more
At a more
flexible
cheaper.
and more cheaper cost, but better. If a corporate sponsor comes on board, I don't foresee the corporate sponsors even being the ones limiting the creativity. I foresee a challenge between talents and 3Music organizers, 3Music Awards organizers in the future, because here is the case where now talent understands that there's no sponsor on it. Talent believes in the dream and it's supporting. Like Bhad said, they made their records available on time and they were even there. Some of them even waited till the next day till the shoot was done. If a sponsor comes on board, you can't look at the same talent with the same message again. I foresee that competition going up. Not because they are selfish, but because they also sacrifice for the scheme. And there has to be a reverse to support them. I don't think a sponsor, Abu said it's 6 million. I don't think 6 million is bigger than any company in Ghana. They can give us 1 billion. They can give us 2 billion. But I think that we'll have a huge challenge from technical supply, talent, production in whole, and even TV partnership. Because this trip, a lot of stations came on board because of relationship. Once the title sponsor comes on board, everybody when they move OB van will tell you say
take something
small for the OB van, something small for this, something small for that. So that's why I see the challenge come in more. What am I saying? I don't know the relationship they have with all the technical suppliers who hold them down at the 3Music Awards. But whatever it is, when the sponsor comes, which I know in the next few weeks, but myself, somebody hit me up for them. And so I decided that I'll push the business to them. What am I saying? So let's see what happens when the major sponsor comes on board. In terms of the delivery of the event, a boy band who wants to make a statement will break their back, even if the drummer has to roll the stick 10 times to get the crowd shouting. So I don't see anything less than what they have done. But I see the challenge in the areas where I have come.
Okay, we'll talk about the awards, those who won, but we are not concentrating or we are not focusing on all the categories. Let's just pick some 1 or 2, be that it went well for you, and then back to say, hey, this one they swear. Bhad, let's do this in 2 minutes each.
Okay. Yeah. I think the album of the year was a deserving one. I mean, Stoneboy and Ngoga Junction, you can't go wrong with that. EP of the year. Well, in Kili EP, and then as for the breakthrough act of the year, Charlie, that category was tight. It was the artist of the year for me. I said, it was like the biggest on the night because he had Jackie, he had Yaltog, Mr. Drew, all of them, La Rue, so all the guys were just great. and Mr. Drew, you know, I dribble one more come and he took it. What I heard people talk about most was the group of the year. And they felt that Keche did quite well in the year and the review compared to Dead People. They feel that people just release one song or time and then everybody goes gaga. I mean, I saw Keche backstage, and when Dead People walked on, I mean, they also you know, because the people were rooting for them to get the group of the year. But as you know, it has to do with the board, the academy, and the public also having the bigger share of the decision to take via voting. So, I mean, but we haven't heard much about, you know, an uprising, let me put it that way, on social media saying you've given awards to people who do not deserve them. And for once, I think we have an award schema. Maybe I am to say we ne sen man on arena. You won't papa. No, I'm just saying. But said you did a trend just a few people on but they said be issue. I'm a radio. You discuss your fair way. I chat to a bar. Maybe I mean it's all like that. Yeah.
Nana.
Okay. So, awards, you know, who deserve to win water. Let me say this before I make my submission. People had reservations, especially in mine, the one I presented, the rapper of the year. People had a lot of reservations on it. The reason why it's not loud is because the event, the show they watched, the level
show
of... Yes. Yes.
Who
so
won
the
what?
level of... For instance, the way I would probably have to critique 3Music Awards. When you critique it, you are seen as, oh, Charlie, but you to see what they produce. Why they critique them? So it comes across like, okay, the events, they do them. They have done something that Ghanaians have been probably seeing outside Ghana for a minute. So it's like, social media was there. Even Eno was trending because of that whole issue.
Yeah.
The Kecha one was there. Even the one for Adina, the why. It was there. But because of the nature of how the event went, like Ubiaye said, okay, we didn't have events. Unlike maybe if a Ghana Music Awards does the event, and maybe it starts late and there's H here, it was his live production. To be that's a when he can you find a fault no more.
Yeah.
Let me speak on the thing. I think people misunderstand, or people don't understand, or people don't know the calendar year for 3Music Awards, so they often make a mistake. Now, Dead People, at the time they were dead people in the country, Keche had not released a song. Let's be sincere. If you calculate the number of months Dead People ruled until the other drill songs started taking shape in the country, you will know that these young guys have also worked and also deserved the award. What am I saying? They didn't win Song of the Year. They won Group of the Year, which means that they were visible as more than one member team. They were two. And they had a huge song. The time Keche had their hit was 2020. They were from 2019. We brought them from where they were to do an interview when the song came out. You see, we have to understand that songs have seasons in this country.
Yeah.
And you might next year I foresee a big fight between Yelkom and Ekoso. Do you know why? Because at the time Ekoso was a big problem in the country, Yelkom was not released.
Yeah.
But as I was never no be the recent song na big no be
Yeah.
Let me also speak on the Adina thing. I asked somebody, are you saying that the Adina song that won the reggae song of the year does not deserve it because she is an Afro-pop or highlight artist, or you're saying the song was not big? People have an issue with Adina one because Adina is not a reggae dancehall act. Because if you look at it carefully, the chart that Adina was topping in the country with the Y song, and against the one they are fighting for, Kili Kili by La Russo, Adina topped. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Kili Kili was big, that's why he won the reggae dancehall act of the year. But in terms of the song,
Adina's was bigger.
And every category has a different definition. The act is different from the song. So people have to understand that Charlie, again, and yesterday reasons were actually. Then the Enu fight comes in. where medical, after the award presentation, I think I saw a certain disappointment on his face, and I could relate because 2020 Oboeduma, my referee said, I didn't certificate 2019, yeah, but 2020. Obusu Boeduma, before I also bear them, over Boeduma.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, Trimu Party and Kabana woman, or Boeduma passing, rapping.
Okay.
That's not to say that the other rappers didn't do well under the year. We are saying that Nipa or boy Juma among you or was Eno. And people were dragging her to the mud because they feel she doesn't deserve it. I'm like, Ghanaians are very hypocrite. This same lady was the one that people were praising that Sister Fiamma Eno actually is your best rapper and Eno is best rapper and no man can test Eno and no man can do this and Eno is fire and even to the extent that on YouTube people were saying even BJ McCrown the best rapper of the year I feel you're their man. And so I won't say no.
Okay. Uncle Break. Congrats to Eno Baroni and all the winners. Those who did not win, better luck next time. It's Bloggers Forum on Ghana Web TV. When we return, we'll talk about Bhad and his BJ video.
From the dawn of time, people have engaged in several businesses. With the onset of technology and innovation, life has relatively been made easier. By using debit or credit cards,
mobile banking.
Thank you. And your favorite, mobile money?
tech has indeed married business. On BizTech, we spend time with faces behind known and upcoming businesses in the country.
Learn more about the new technologies and innovation,
as well as find out about the trending issues in the world of business.
Join us as we serve you with a variety of compelling interviews, projects, and others right here on Ghana Web TV.
Well, sa issue here. I mean, I mean, because so we saw Bhad trending. For those who may not know who Bhad is one of the rappers from the Kumerica movement. He featured on Yao Talk's Sorry, and he also has his song Condemn.
On them.
Yeah, that song has over 1 million views on YouTube. So he was trending on Twitter for a reason, and the reason is that he released a video, a 9 seconds video of himself receiving a blowjob from an unidentified girl or a female adult. Let me put it that way. And we're trending serious. But you know the interesting thing, he seemed not to have any regrets. So after releasing it on his Snapchat and people were talking about it, he comes back to Twitter and says, well, he does that when he wants to distress. Percent stress and so a call from 90 say, we feel okay. So I was asking myself, say, is this just for the trends or what? Like, what will make someone release a video of himself taking a BJ? Na shababa we paja. Obo branti poki. Vaya, the course of my being a course of me, I seem not to understand why.
I also don't understand why, and the timing is even wrong for me. I haven't watched the video. I mean, I cannot endure 9 seconds of watching somebody's face go up and down, and because picture na get me when God's me say, no funny So, Bhad, I don't know why would you want to do this at this time? There's only one reason that comes to mind. Say a D asaka boys, and say a dorsum, man, as in boys in a dorsum. He wants to be singled out. And saying single out for what? Not for a creative piece. I hope some far when Koshe music video then correct say when the shey ni obi dan pass is a music video na wam na ya zane. I don't want to see that. I think small man can try and say, hey, you'll be find the phone or hacking into an account or could release such a thing. I mean, it is disgraceful. Obi awa baso kakarapi for air budget so. I don't know, maybe Menina and I are that famous. Yenya 1 million views yenya sike beans enti na ya bia yet said the etie ya ebia na abranti pa skaba obotom sisi ya ahaba ro atade nyina we don't know but then no ye treacherous mo say eno no emboa emfa won konkosi bia we've seen other big acts allegedly omeyi yom. I mean, I don't want to mention some names. D Black na say I need about 500 sushi or the engine is sika papa be no nyom no cry o mo to no to bi aboa mo or the any business what's my say and enkofo so can say na visuals and na wo sa video na leak na emu ode among for share the fan inspiration yeah but wo dey any when me any pink
one or two do
me who correlation me who be but let's be serious and tell him say Bhad, you shot yourself in the foot. These 9 seconds can unmake your career. Me who any serious brand they be attaching to you. Now your bold Dina, the first thing that's going to come into people's minds. So they see a single out no. And your brand no more condemn no. A brand now or baby to train a breed on TV so no Instagram ni friends Twitter na your body. I mean it doesn't speak well of you. And it's not as if say be a unye good about a creative space now. About telling you no cry or pay sexual explicit and you may be kika. I mean, there's a way I could facade the play on words. Who you that the lumba, for example, they will be see a card the but or be franning to man now or the words be for fahom. I mean, who tie crana? Ufa be free. It doesn't come straight to you bare in the face like these youngsters no omo no. I just pray say he has a better explanation, and even if he has, you know, our Ghanaians going to listen. Why sa brabo na me yeda na se na warrior a revive career ne kakra eno kra ibusu twen nwom no you understand it is here no I just pray say obi tinya ka bibia beto Ghana for etrim and I'm also hoping say police for my friends say the frustrating why sir or court up and down. I'm waiting for him to be also a friend is saying invited okoba ni etwi nanim na it's a jail bi bebem kwa no ba ko dem kakra ba so person uji dia rapper American rapper koda jail and so ye dimpa me fan kan ho ma na ye preko. I mean nobody should toe that line. Americans now more banner and even youngsters, and I'm very happy say y'all talk actually one free group name. I'm very happy say how a few year by no e be am because baby our number on this Stormzy ayen more corner. He doesn't need these things a tree. So Bhad, don't be too excited and tell us say who did distress it when it can make career now craving or hate saying
one
no need people
plus sorry no
and only album and on show be because corona it's the same one Charlie why
Nana is the industry so tough to the extent that your sense of reasoning no and yet you might say like anything for the trends
around here I quite born in them or say on them when we pull up on them we take carry on them. No, I'm not crazy about imagine. I mean, come on, let's be serious here. When we pull up on them, we better carry on them. No, I'm not
vibration kaka.
When you say that is one thing I don't like about the Kumerica thing, that krr sound krr, it sends a wrong signal.
And it's too
fortunate.
No, all my crib about imagine. The sad part of this whole incident is Yabadua's daughter, who she has suffered to pay school fees to go to school, and thinks that she's now a growing woman, and therefore she can make a decision, and decides to put her family's reputation to this big magnitude of disrepute, and then to go and give a certain boy that she thinks has fame. That is not calculated. That can go away tomorrow. A certain BJ. Oh, the foolishness of that small girl. It will haunt her when she becomes somebody, and I know she becomes somebody big in future. and it will chase her. It will follow her, and she will regret. She
But
never.
I hear her face didn't show.
Oh, their face is out.
but-
Her face is out.
The face is there forget.
Where's his CID? Where's his CID?
Come on, say oh. Baby, I bet they give up on him.
What's on anything?
I'm signing the same color.
The same.
I'm saying I've gone up as color.
Yeah, I've seen.
To a boy who is on the street, who is known as a street boy, never thought of becoming a big artist or breaking through, was trying different talents, and all of a sudden, poof, it happened to him. Fame not for foreign Derby, that's who he is.
And for front.
No, that's who he is. Let me tell you something. When somebody show you their character, whether they are famous or not, that's who they are. When you see a star slap somebody in public, that's who they are. And my family in Qatar say, oh no, when you're famous now, and family can fame. Because people have had the same fame. She mentioned your talk. The same fame from the same song. Exactly. So that's who the boy is. Probably he's been doing it on all these times are not on your popular.
Now I won't cut you. Look at the timing of release. Just when you talk,
yes,
we need hip hop song. What's I say? And this your breakthrough act, like I saw back fronting a whole hip hop song. I'm paying for your money content, and he wins it. Then you decide to release this for what?
To also tap into the trends and also destroy whatever Yao is building.
That's what I was asking whether I say in that more dear to the point.
No,
it's so dense and the trending.
It's a that one the Macadam, let's say because your family name Macasa.
Imagine Chrome has stars, he will be a near distressy but to social media. And I think I hope I'm for you distressy.
Because the way pa, the way you manage the way you pa.
Now where?
Me suffer back.
And I enter also. What's the favorite name for Frono?
No, that's who the boy is. Listen, watch the sorry video. You will see a certain. He paints a certain picture of a typical boy on the street. I said, I'm a new thing. I said, I'm a new what's. I said, I'm a guy. I'm a gangster. I'm a tisso. So I'm not surprised when I saw the video. What am I saying? Yeah, Reggie. And now I say, Kenneth. And I yawa. Like I say, hey, I didn't know me. I say, but this is me to me. It's okay. It's normal. Because you see, there's a video that he has done, a song he did for Virgin Abloh for sending them kids fashion stuff like sneakers and dresses to wear. Watch the video. The song is called Go Get. You could see a certain admiration of the fact that, hey, then I show them say I could do them. Hey, I do them. See, if I just give me something, he's fine. He's okay. See, the lane he's working on, he's fine. For the next 10 years, he can use that same, this condemned song, the sorry song, to get, if you have a baby, I know the way in that area, who is superstar, or better man was side, even a crack, about a crack, a crack, who are video like a cohunia, I bet you Mario. He's fine, it's okay. If he doesn't get a certain height, not by that, I'm saying, no power. A man, if your man album. Hey,
me bisa.
What was that?
Say, be or 5 albums, be a trend. Yeah.
What am I saying? I feel that he didn't do it because he wants to trend or because he wants to some people say he wanted to tap into the trends of the actor. It could be, but I feel that that's who the boy is. And he's showing us who he is. And if we have been able to accept Shatawale when he showed us a video of him and
allegedly
him and some other guy taking the same etri. Taking the same etri. If we're able to accept that, and today Shatta is who Shatta is, I'm not surprised if tomorrow J-Bad becomes J-Bad. Because the system picks up things like that. The system will, instead of the system casting it out, saying a certain innocent law paper who had talent, who was doing everything possible to get our attention, and we didn't mind him until he did that Rama video, and then the system, instead of helping the boy, we pushed the boy into a certain hole. It took only grace for him to get up and do
Even
his
the tag is still on him.
Yeah.
They say, oh, once you mention
Lord Paper.
Lord Paper,
But
yeah.
because Lord looks like a very decent, innocent
Yeah.
boy. See how we did to him. A certain Shatawale's own, a certain alleged BJ from Shatawale looks okay. This boy's own, he won't do anything to him. And your small girl, no, watching a bit of a boy be our no, said you won't pen of myself. What's in the baby or one and bra, a medical doctor 7 years.
Yeah, Hunamani.
I'm on the masters. Now or again, and now will be able to send it to it. And maybe the girl will give the bad head 2021. Maybe that the body married. You mess somebody up.
Yeah.
What am I saying? It is not new. I pray that the girl, me, I've saved the video because I want that foolishness to stop. So I've saved it. It's in my iCloud.
Okay.
Me hacking. Oh yeah, say boom, I'll release it. And almost a sound. They become so huge. They become a woman of substance, so powerful that they want to close all their dockets. No, me now, friend, me just can.
But police bet Machu circulating.
Yeah, keeping it on your phone.
Those
Indecent
videos.
Let
material.
me tell you a funny story. When Raquel's issue came, I was Raquel's publicist. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Do you know what somebody told me in Sprinters? A certain guy who had paid. I had paid him to say that, listen, can you give me a bar? And I said, you won't keep a video. I paid the small boy. Catch him and say, oh, we tell you, it's kind of a deal. But no, pen drive too. My back, I come back home free.
It was this kind of day.
So my driver said, I didn't need my identity. So I must carry my due. Pen drive need to back home free. Back home Monday.
Wow.
It's not right for us to keep the video, but we have to use someone as a scapegoat to educate the rest. A lot of young girls are doing well. They are forcing, they are pushing themselves. They are trying to get to a certain position, a certain space in this life that we are in. Waiting, we don't make us no kind. Ever baby mo. Won't pass them. When get small girl waiting, I don't drain, I know often a feeling. No, not ever can you be until they are all boy. My wife should be just until all boy. You must say.
Yampong. Raquel has some near me through. So, yeah, you and I'm open drive back with the few. And so, what this kind of anyway, Nana 18 is with OnePlayAfrica.com. By the Duchuma Boatin is a columnist. By this Instagram handle, Vivid
003.
003. Was it BB over KBR?
You pound 3Music Awards. By the Vivid 003.
And the said,
years ago. I was just a man of check.
Where is it? Conspiracy.
Oh, by that, what's the handle?
Vivid 003.
Are you about number to 3Music Awards?
No, I set this account up years and years ago.
To you that you are very loyal to 3Music Awards.
And she deserves cash.
Yes, from Sadiq.
This one day I second.
Yes, but when you take the cash, my number is 024.
And there's no other than Lutro Tana. Because I Lutro no area say my number ni. I take responsibility for my comments.
Yeah.
Take this number. Nana, Instagram you know who way.
I ordered the new one. They all One Play Africa.
Okay.
One Play, O-N-E Play Africa. Right.
All right. Thank you for watching this episode of Bloggers Forum. We'll come your way some other time with yet another exciting and insightful edition. We're still celebrating our 22nd anniversary, like I've been saying. It's a year long. Lots of activities. Topmost among them, we have the road safety campaign. We want to reduce the rate of accidents on our roads. And so if you see anything that poses a threat to lives and property on our road, just film it, send it to us on Instagram, on Twitter. Tag us is at the Ghana Web, at the Ghana Web. Watch out for the Ghana Web Reporter, which is an app for Android and iOS devices. You can send us your contents for publication, and when you can submit your content for publication, and when it reaches a threshold, we pay you for that. My name is Benefo Boaben Abrantepa. Thank you for watching Bloggers Forum.